The Adventures of Max the Sneaky Monkey. Once upon a time, in a jungle filled with tall trees, bright flowers, and chattering animals, lived Max the Sneaky Monkey. Max wasn't like the other monkeys who swung from vine to vine all day. Oh no, Max had a very special talent. He loved to play pranks. One sunny day, Max decided it was time to pull off the biggest prank of all. He looked around the jungle and spotted his first target, Gerald the giraffe. Gerald was busy munching on some leaves at the top of a tall tree, completely unaware of Max's sneaky plan. Max climbed up a nearby tree and tied a long vine to the end of Gerald's tail without him noticing. Then, Max tiptoed back to the ground, holding the other end of the vine. Ready, set, yank! Max pulled the vine, and Gerald's tail gave a big wiggle. Gerald stopped chewing and looked around, confused. "Who touched my tail?" Gerald said, blinking his big eyes. Max hid behind a bush, trying to hold in his giggles. Gerald went back to eating, and Max pulled the vine again. This time, Gerald jumped and said, "All right, who's messing with me?" "Was it you, Sassy the snake?" Sassy, who was slithering by, shook her head and hissed, "Not me, Gerald. My tail-wiggling days are behind me." Next up was Ellie the elephant, who was taking a nap by the river. Max thought, Ellie's going to love this prank. He found a big leaf, filled it with water, and tiptoed over to Ellie's enormous, floppy ear. Max tilted the leaf and let the water trickle down into Ellie's ear. Ellie woke up with a start, trumpeting loudly, "Who splashed me?" She shook her head and water sprayed everywhere, making the jungle look like a rainstorm. Max, now rolling on the ground laughing, had tears in his eyes from all the fun. "I'm a prank genius," he declared, high-fiving a butterfly that flew by. But then, Max noticed all the animals in the jungle were now looking for the prankster. Gerald was pacing around, swinging his long neck, Ellie was still shaking the water out of her ears, and Sassy was slithering up a tree, trying to spot who was causing all the trouble. Suddenly, Max had an idea. He picked up a stick and started drawing funny faces on the ground. When the other animals saw the silly faces, they forgot all about being mad and started to laugh. "Look at Gerald," laughed Sassy, pointing at a face Max had drawn that looked just like the giraffe, but with a curly mustache. "And Ellie." Ellie giggled, seeing a picture of herself with a giant, floppy hat. Max stood proudly in front of his masterpieces. "I guess pranks are better when everyone gets to laugh together." From that day on, Max became the official jungle jokester, but instead of pulling sneaky pranks, he created fun surprises for everyone to enjoy. Every animal in the jungle loved Max's tricks, and he learned that the best pranks are the ones that make everyone smile. And that's how Max the Sneaky Monkey went from prankster to the jungle's favorite comedian, one funny face at a time. The end.